Three scientists outside the research centre on an island brought a creature inside a massive metal crate as it was lifted into a big cage from a crane. A teenage boy called Ryan D. was watching it with the CEO of the research centre called Dr. Wilson Warden, who fully approves of it but was confused on how the creature was there. However, suddenly the cable holding the crate had snapped, the crane fell and damaged as it hit the ground very close to the cage. There was a sound of roar and loud bang inside it. People were panicking. Dr. Warden pressed the alarm button and he opened the door and ran down the corridor, followed by Ryan as they agreed to take cover. A big dinosaur inside the crate broke out, and as people running saw a Tyrannosaurus Rex gives a chase, roars and devoured some people. Sam is in his ship repairing a radio type thing, and he addresses it that it's a portal detector, so when he wanders outside of a ship he'll know when they'll open and where they'll open. Sam also set coordinates where he needs to be, as he's hired someone for travelling work. At Red Mountain in Birmingham, an 18-year-old college student called Brandon Mason, who studies paleontology for living, digs around for any signs of fossils alongside his college friends. So Brandon has a small chat with his crush called Hannah, telling her the interesting facts about a fossil. Sam's ship materialised, so the students were looking, and Sam walked out, so Brandon called for Sam, so they both shook hands and said hello. Hannah was asking who he is, and Brandon said that Sam hired him as an assistant. Brandon wanted to show Sam something, so they both walked to Birmingham College. Sam was given a visitor lanyard. Inside the paleontology course, Sam puts on his glasses. Brandon shows Sam some of his work and had theories that there could be prehistoric creature on an island. Sam mentioned that he once fought a saber-toothed cat in Sheffield and encountered dinosaurs. Brandon and Sam have decided to explore the following day. Later in the evening, Sam and Brandon went to the pub, discussing about the island and research centre. So a man in his 40s overheard the conversation and introduces himself as Trent and his wife Eileen. They sat at the table together and were interested in the island also and wanted to explore it. They offer Sam and Brandon a lift there by helicopter, as a family friend called Nathan is a pilot. Next day, at the Red Mountain, Sam, Brandon, Trent, Eileen walked towards the helicopter and Nathan waved at them, so they got inside. Trent sat in the front next to Nathan, while Sam, Brandon and Eileen sat in the back. So Sam wondered why Trent and Eileen wanted him and Brandon tagging along, and Eileen replied, "We overheard you talking about the island, so we thought we'd be polite and let you come." So then Sam was thinking that it was pretty odd. So the helicopter landed. Sam felt something in his pocket. Eileen wondered what it was, and Sam said it's a portal detector. There's traces of two portals in the island. One of them is a time portal, so he starts to believe that there is a prehistoric animal there. Suddenly, there was a rattle inside the helicopter, with the bottles rolling on the floor. Eileen shouted, "What was that?" But then something grabbed the helicopter and the glasses shattering. So Trent and Nathan took cover at the back. T-Rex is seen. The helicopter was bashing on the floor. So Sam quickly opened the door and shouted, "Run!" So everyone jumped out the helicopter and they outrun the T-Rex as it's running behind. Through the forest, Sam, Brandon, Eileen, Trent and Nathan ran with the T-Rex behind. So Sam pointed at something and said, "Through here!" So everyone kept running and lost the T-Rex, so they stopped to catch their breath. Sam asked Eileen if it was really true that she was just being polite, because there was something she hasn't mentioned, and Eileen said, "We have a very important mission and need a backup." Sam and Brandon realised that they've been used as a backup, so Sam suggested to get a help lift off the island, while he'll find a way to lure the T-Rex through the time portal back in its time. But the question is, what came through the gateway portal? What's on the other side? What is Trent and Eileen looking for? Sam, Brandon, Trent, Eileen and Nathan have found a research centre that looks pretty damaged and abandoned, Eileen suspected that he could be in there, so Trent, Eileen and Nathan ran to the building. Sam prompts Brandon that they should follow them, so they walk to the building, while a familiar velociraptor was spying behind a tree. Inside an exhibit room full of prehistoric artifacts, Brandon took pictures of some of them with his iPhone, so Trent got his coins out. He puts them through the vending machine, and out came some packets of chocolates, so he gave some to others. After eating chocolate, they heard something coming from the cellar, so Sam, Brandon, Trent, Eileen and Nathan walked slowly to open the door as they felt their hearts leaping. So Sam opened it, he peeks through what was inside, and there was Ryan and Dr. Warden inside. They're happy to see surviving people. Ryan ran to hug Trent and Eileen. It reveals that Ryan is their son. So Sam said, "Eileen, Trent, if you told me that you need to rescue your son Ryan, then I could have used my ship to get him and Dr. Warden out of there no problem." So Trent and Eileen said sorry, but they're really happy to see their son safe and alive. But everyone thought of getting out of there, so everyone walked back to the exhibit. Eileen noticed a velociraptor, and she had a feeling that velociraptor wasn't there before. So then the velociraptor began to move and roared, so everyone ran through the corridor as fast as they can while being chased by a velociraptor. They found an emergency closed up exit door, so Sam used his sonic screwdriver to open it, but there was nothing, and Dr. Warden admitted the door is deadlock sealed, and a velociraptor marched behind them. So Sam shouted, "Into the cages!" So Sam with Eileen went inside one of the cage, Brandon, Trent and Ryan in the other, and Dr. Warden with Nathan went into the other. So the velociraptor attacked the cage that Sam and Eileen are in. Brandon shouted, "Sam!" So Sam shouted, "Push!" So Sam and Eileen pushed the door into the velociraptor to the cage wall and locked it. So everyone ran out, but Sam stopped and looked at the velociraptor, particularly the patterns. Sam had a good look and said, "Oh my god, that's Blue from Jurassic World." So Trent came back to tell Sam to come on, so they ran off. Outside the research centre, Sam tells everyone, "We can't kill those dinosaurs. The T-Rex is from the other time, and Blue, the velociraptor, is from the other universe, from Jurassic World." Eileen and Trent asked, "Why?" So Brandon explains, "There's a risk of changing course of history. If we kill them, we gotta put them back where they're from, alive." Nathan thinks Sam is going mad, so he walked off, but T-Rex came out of nowhere and eating Nathan, so everyone else ran away. They found a facility, so everyone ran inside it. Sam closed the door and locked it, with T-Rex having a hard time breaking the door down, and stomped away. Sam said, "We should be safer now," and Dr. Warden said, "They can't break into this facility, it's cast iron." Sam got his key out, he pointed at the floor, and his anti-time device appeared, and Trent said, "What are you doing? I thought you said no to killing those dinosaurs." And Sam replied, "We're not killing them. My anti-time device, the special gun, can stun as well as kill. Like I did with Sabretooth once." T-Rex at Pinnacle Desert in Australia was so hard, and Eileen recalled hearing the news that there was pterodactyls in London and Australia, and T-Rex attack in Pinnacle Desert 4 years ago. Sam mentioned that he stopped them and put them back in their places, which is what he's planning doing on 2 dinosaurs. So everyone walked downstairs. Then everyone found a bridge in the dark foggy room, and Sam suggests he should go first. So he walks on the bridge, slowly, and reached to the end. Sam used his sonic screwdriver and said, "This may be a bird cage, but there's no sign of pterodactyls, just vampire bats." So Sam shouted, "Okay, you can come over, it's stronger than it looks." So Brandon, Trent, Eileen, Ryan and Dr. Warden marched to the bridge and got to where Sam is. So the team ran through the tunnel and managed to get out the facility, and Sam looked at the portal detector and realises that they're very close to Gateway, and they found it. Brandon was happy to see Portal in person, while others were shocked. So Blue ran towards the team and Sam said, "Stop!" as he uses his hands. "It's okay, Blue." Blue stopped and looks like she knows Sam. "Your home is through there." I promise you. So Blue calmly walks through the gateway portal into her world, and she sees Owen Grady training other velociraptors. So the gateway closes. Sam said, "One down, one to go. We better press on." So everyone ran through the woods, and T-Rex showed up, and Sam said, "Run." So everyone outrun the T-Rex through the woods. Dr. Warden tripped over on a log and fell. So Sam attempted to save Warden, but it was too late. T-Rex was devouring Warden. So Sam said, "I'm sorry." He ran. Everyone arrived at the bridge, and Ryan shouted, "Look!" He pointed at the helicopter parked in the beach, and Sam sees a time portal. Then he shouted, "You go ahead, I'll lure the T-Rex into the portal." Eileen said, "Are you mad? You saw what happened to Nathan and Dr. Warden. Come on." Then Sam replied, "I'll be fine. You get your son, husband and Brandon out of here. Go, now." So Eileen said, "You're completely mad." So she ran off to the helicopter. Sam walked a little closer to the woods, while Trent, Brandon, Eileen and Ryan opened the helicopter door and sat inside. Trent and Brandon started the engine, and Brandon said, "We need to stay close to the island and get Sam out when he's done. Just trust him." T-Rex shows up out the woods and into the beach. So then Sam ran, while T-Rex follows him. They went through the time portal. Inside the Mesozoic era, full of different types of dinosaurs, including Brontosaurus, Triceratops, pterodactyls and velociraptors. Sam took cover at the rock while T-Rex sped towards him. Sam shot his anti-time device at T-Rex, and it fell asleep on the floor. Sam got up and ran to the portal, and he looked at the world and was amazed by it, so he quickly walked through the portal and back into the island in 2024. The helicopter lowered down. Ryan opened the door for Sam to climb on board, and the door closes and the helicopter flew away. Ryan asked Sam, "Where did you go? What was it like there?" And Sam replied, "It felt like a different world. It was beautiful to look at, but dangerous. If you were there, I'd say, welcome to Jurassic Time." So everyone laughed. At night, back at Red Mountain where Sam's ship is, Sam said his goodbyes to Brandon, Trent, Eileen and Ryan. He opens his ship door, he walks inside, he closes the door. Sam pressed the button and his ship disappeared. Sam is happy that all the gateways in the island are closed and that the history is back in places. While Brandon hugs Hannah after the event, a woman wearing a black professional uniform looks like she's a government agent. She walks towards Trent and said, "Hello, I'm Kate. I work for Armstrong Industries. I need to ask you a question." So Trent was concerned and said, "What's the problem? You wouldn't happen to be with someone called Sam Birkinshaw by any chance?" she asked. So Trent said, "Yes, but he's gone now. He's got work to do. I don't know where." So Brandon came and said, "Maybe you should leave Sam alone." Then Kate said, "Thank you for your time." So she walks away, leaving Brandon and Trent confused and concerned. Kate walks to her black car. She goes on the phone and said, "Those people were with Sam, but he's gone. If he arrives, Armstrong Industries will be ready."